What a night for the Democratic Party, a party that is in its ascendancy, a party that's on its toes, no longer on its heels, from coast to coast, sea to shining sea. But it was not just a victory tonight for the Democratic Party, it was a victory for the United States of America, for the people of this country. And I'm confident as we move forward into 2026 in this country, the best is yet to come.
Well, good morning. Welcome to your morning on Spectrum News 1. I'm Kelvin Washington, and it is the morning after Election Day. Prop 50 has passed, a major win for Governor Gavin Newsom, and Democrats are now poised to take 5 additional U.S. House seats next year, and pivotal in their fight to win back control of Congress. So what does this mean for California, and just how does it impact the state? We have a series of reports this morning, and we begin our Decision 2025 coverage with our Jazz King. He is at the L.A. County Election Center in the City of Industry, where he spent most of election night there, kind of seeing how all the action was happening. Jazz, good morning. Tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, hey, good morning, Kelvin. A lot more quiet here than it was just a few hours ago. The parking lot relatively empty. They're anticipating the employees will start showing up around 9 this morning, but very busy here overall. We do kind of already know what the result of the election is going to be, but still a lot of work to be done here at the ballot processing center. Around 1.9 million voters in LA County did end up casting ballots as either through the mail or in person that have been counted thus far. Still a lot more to go. Now, one thing that people were looking at was voter turnout. When you look back at the 2021 gubernatorial election that we had to recall Gavin Newsom, that was around 58%. Dean Logan oversees the LA County Registrar's Office. Here's what he had to say about voter turnout as of last night.
It's difficult to find an election to compare this to because it came so quickly, and it's an unusual issue. Probably the closest comparison would be the 2021 gubernatorial recall election. Overall numbers, I think, very similar to what we're seeing in this election. So right now, we're probably at about 34% turnout. With all those additional ballots that are going to come back in, I think we will probably exceed 50% turnout in this election, which is on par with what we saw in 2021.
And one sticking point, Kelvin, for President Donald Trump was mail-in voting. He's been about this since 2020, since he lost that federal election to Joe Biden. Also talked about that last year leading up to the federal election. Here in California, around 6.9 million people had already cast their ballot by Election Day. That was either by mail or by the ballot drop boxes. So those numbers are going to continue to go up as they process things here, but there's going to be millions of them coming through. And they did have to hire about 1,000 temporary workers just for this one measure that they had on the ballot. So those people are going to be kind of working through the clock here until we get an official answer. The state has to certify the results by December the 12th. Kelvin?
Well, obviously, it seems like it was a big turnout for sure, Jazz. Let me ask you, how many people were still voting in person after the polls closed?
Yeah, that's a good question. So last night, just about 10 to 8, I went down to Hacienda Heights, close to here, about a 10-minute drive. Still quite a big lineup there. The people were saying it was taking about 45 minutes to an hour. I spoke with a couple of people in line. One of the gentlemen said it is a lot worse. It was a lot worse than it was last year for the presidential election. He said he had to wait only about 30 minutes at that time. But a lot of people wanted to stay. They wanted to have their voices heard when it came to Prop 50. And so far, it looks like it's a resounding yes for them. Back to you.
Yep. All right, we'll continue to see as those numbers are tracked. Jazz, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Obviously, watching this overnight for us.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Let Spectrum News be your resource for balanced, in-depth political coverage. And click the subscribe button here. You can also download our app and watch us on TV to learn more about the candidates, where they stand on the issues, and more. We'll see you then.